Well, it's a Tuesday's edition of the program Business Breakfast. Let's begin with the analysis of the equities market and a review of Monday's performance. The domestic bourse kicked off the trading week with positive sentiments following buy interest in MTN Nigeria, which went up by 2%. The all-share index inched higher by 0.34% to 53,086.46 points. The month-to-date and year-to-date returns advanced by 0.2% and 24.3% respectively. So the total volume traded increased by 167% to around 755.62 million units, which was valued at 8.9 billion and exchanged in over 4,000 deals on Monday. FBN Holding was the most traded stock by volume and value at 610.41 million units and 6.78 billion in value, respectively. Performance across sectors was a bit mixed. Look at the oil and gas, which went up by 0.7%, industrial goods 0.1%, which recorded gains, while the insurance declined by 0.4%, banking down by 0.4%, and consumer goods down by 0.1% in that order. So let's get talking now. I have a research analyst, Mr. Banu. Olaide Banu is a research analyst with Atlas Portfolios Limited. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you. Now, if you look at glad to have you. If you look at the market in recent time, of course, we've seen a bit of a mixed market between the bears and the bulls contending with each other. But looking at yesterday, we're beginning to see the bull returning back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Banu?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Hello, Mr. Banu.
Hello, can you hear me, Frank?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. So if you can hear me, I was saying that give us your analysis or your take on some of the activities or sentiments we witnessed in the market recently.
Thank you very much, Frank. Yesterday, the market sustained the previous session positive sentiment. On Friday, the market was positive, and yesterday also, the market opened the week on a positive sentiment by gaining 0.34%. And this was impacted by the investors' positive sentiment towards the likes of Okonoil, the MTN, First Bank Nigeria, WAPCO, UBA, and many other ones like that. This, I believe, was the result of, compared to the other companies that declined in price. So this positive sentiment drove the market upward by 0.34% yesterday.
Okay. So, but if you look at the some of the stocks yesterday was attributed majorly from Conoil, the gains in Conoil, FBN Holding, and MTN Nigeria. So what would you say was responsible for this upward trend we're seeing, especially in shares of some of these stocks?
For example, if you look at the Conoil, Conoil is a company in the oil and gas sector, and not only Conoil that gained yesterday. Conoil gained, Etana PLC, Ohando also had a positive sentiment yesterday, and this, I believe, was as a result of the benchmark of the crude oil price close to about $120 per barrel yesterday. So this, I believe, are driving investor sentiments toward the oil and gas and companies on the exchange.
So the likes of Conoil, Oando, I mean the Etana oil are the ones smiling to the bank now, given the rise in the prices of crude oil in the international market. I mean, how much of that will it have on the activities going forward? Yes, we're seeing that in the immediate term, but if you have to take it further, how long do we expect these to last?
Definitely, we are expecting this oil price to last at least till like Q3, following the west ban on the Russian commodities at large. So this has been this is expected to continue for a while, and also the lockdown that has been reviewed in China following the part of the COVID-19 pandemic in China. So this is expected to open the economic activity in China, and the more the economic activity is expanding, especially in a well-populated economy like that. So there will be a demand for crude, and Nigeria is one of the major producers of crude in the world, and this company is also a major player in Nigeria itself. So this is expected to play until the crude oil price continue to rise in the market.
According to some analysts who are watching the energy market closely, we saw that OPEC members met last week to review quotas or production output for some of its members, and they've reviewed it upward, almost 700,000 barrels per day for July. I mean, one would have thought that that will impact the market negatively and cause the price to drop, given the fact that there's going to be a glut of supply, much supply in the market. What's your position on that?
Yes, that is expected to reduce the price of the oil price in the global market. But as at yesterday, the Saudi Arabia as the leading producer of crude in the market as we speak now. So yesterday they increased the price of their crude by about 2 cents, or $2 also.
That's
so
right, $2. Yeah.
Yes, so about $2. So this definitely affect all other crude oil benchmarks, so to increase by some percentage yesterday. So it's about the major player in the market gambling with the price.
Okay, let's get back to the share price of FBN Holdings and MTN Nigeria yesterday. I think the index rose on the fact that they also recorded gains, much gain in the share price of FBN Holdings and MTN Nigeria. And so give us a bit of analysis with these stocks. Why do you think investors appetite is rising for these FBN Holdings and of course shares of MTN Nigeria?
Firstly, for the FBN Holdings, the FBN Holdings happened to be the major trader in terms of volume yesterday by doing 80.8% of the total volume of what happened in the market yesterday. So this, I believe, because of this particular volume, is a kind of a special transaction that happened. So this was done, and it actually moved the price upward by 25 kobo. So it's a kind of special transaction that happened. So, and for MTN, in recent time, MTN has rose to about 270 naira, and before coming down to about 230 naira. So this gap has given investors some kind of positive reaction and taking advantage of this current low price in the market. And comparing MTN with the likes of Airtel is some investors are looking at it as a cheap stock for them.
On the flip side now, let's look at the shares of Japan Gold, which led about 13 losers, losing about 6.25%. If you convert that to Naira and Kobo, that's about 2 Kobo. And we also saw share price of ABC Transport losing at the close of Monday as well. So what support level do these stocks still enjoy? And why should investor continue to hold their position in this company?
For non-patient investors, so to say, they are looking at the likes of the Japan Gold in terms of taking their profit from there. And if you look at Japan Gold price in recent time, it has remained around that 30 kobo and 32 kobo for a while, a month or two now. So investors are looking at a stock that is not reacting to the market as we speak. So rather than tying the money down to a particular one, they rather take a little profit from it, then go back to a performing stock. And for the same thing with the likes of ABC Trans, then the price has actually been upward in recent times, and investors are looking at taking profit from that particular one also.
Okay. Yes, it's just about 1 hour or so less into today's trading. Give us a bit of activities or what to expect today in the market. Do we likely to see a continue in the trend or the positive trend we're seeing in the market?
Today, the markets open on a bullish note, and we are seeing that majority of all these sectors are having positive reaction to the market. And if you look at the premium stock, which are likely to being the major determinant of the market, the likes of MTN, UBA, Zenith Bank, they are trading on the high side as we speak. So let's still look at it. Anything can be done. Anything can change between now and the end of closing session. So, but as we speak, the market is still positive, and we expect this may continue to the end of the today's markets.
Just before I let you go, let's look at the oil and gas, some of the sector analysis now, or the movement of some of the sectors. For instance, industrial good went up by 0.1%. You have oil and gas also up by 0.7% on Monday, except for banking, which declined by 0.4%. And of course, the consumer goods decline as well by 0.1%. Where is the direction, or where do you think investors are looking at in the interim to take profit or to position?
Investors are looking, it's a kind of bargain hunting for investors. You know, at bargain hunting, you can invest at low price, and which you will see that, okay, the price is going downward, but that doesn't say, okay, yes, that's a bad investment for some investors. The likes of bank, as we said yesterday, declined when it comes to the GTCO, the Zenith Bank, the Jais Bank, that declined yesterday. So these are the companies that affected the banking sector at large. So as we speak, the investors may be looking at is a kind of bargain hunting for them, because majority of all these banking sector, banking stocks are very, I would say, is kind of low for long-term investors.
All right, I think we should leave it there. Thank you so much, Mr. Olaide. He is a research analyst with Atlas Portfolio Limited. Thank you for your time on Business Breakfast.
Thank you, Frank.